All right, so coming up next, if you're just joining us, remember everything in the show that you're going to see from award-winning designer Aimee Kestenberg is on clearance. That means you're going to see some serious savings, but there's no reorder on anything in the show. So take a look at this next bag. It's called the Tokyo. This is a pebble leather shopper, and I'll tell you, when you see this bag, you see that it's on the larger side. It's one of the larger bags in the show. And when you see this much leather and custom detail, $293 after Aimee goes through the details, you're thinking, okay, I get it. That totally makes sense. But now we have it for $106 less. We've got it for 5 easy payments of $37.40, which disappears at the end of the night. And yet when you see the size of the bag, it's 15.5 inches tall,
this
wide.
Is all leather.
11.5 inches from top to bottom, and it's got a 5.5 inch depth, 5.5 inch handle, or to carry it across your shoulder. You're thinking, sign me up for all leather. So we'll start with you with your color.
I was like, which one am I wearing? I forgot.
You gotta just look
down. This is the jewel tone snake. So that you can see, this is again one of the custom treatments from my collection. This is all done with different jewel tone colors where I actually took a suede based leather and screen printed the design onto it. So it's all leather, but you can see the python scales within each of the patchwork design treatments on this. It's like an exotic.
Yeah.
It's kind of digital. So it's done on leather though. So it's a really kind of cool mix of treatments. Black leather on this one, silver tone hardware on all the hardware, and then the little ID tag we'll tell you about in a minute.
$12 and change. And it's custom. Okay, go on.
Then you're gonna see the blue tone snake. The blue tone snake, again, it's done with that beautiful soft blue, all the gray tones in here, which will really pick up on anything gray that you wear, any ivories, blacks. It's gonna pick up on all those neutrals you like to wear. It's gonna have pewter trim on it. So it's kind of a pop of metallic, but done with that pewter, which is very wearable. It's not a bright metallic. It's a beautiful satin finish on the metallic leather here. Then you're gonna have it in the brown snake. The brown snake is a really cool digital snake exotic. It's a custom one from the collection. You can see how it's got that lizard foil on the top of it, so that it actually is a mixed exotic. It has that really cool python design in the browns and blacks, and then you have that lizard embossing on the top of it.
Cool, Aimee.
It's a mix. It's a cool kind of Amazon-inspired.
It's glamazon.
It's like glamazon.
It's glamazon is what that
treatment. Done with the beautiful soft brown as the trim. And then you're going to have it in that beautiful midnight python, which is actually inspired by peacock feathers. So I love the beautiful rich colors in peacock feathers, the turquoises and that beautiful sangria color. So I took that and then manipulated it into creating a custom python with those colors. Again, all leather. I trimmed that in the beautiful soft gray because I thought that it would really allow you to wear it with a lot of different looks and colors with that color block. And then last but not least, the gold metallic. So the gold metallic, you can see it's all leather. It's this brushed, beautiful kind of gold foil leaf metallic that's done on a black suede leather, and then it's trimmed with that beautiful pebble leather.
Well, 2 dozen remaining in this.
In the gold.
The brown snake, they're loving. Loving, you are loving. So if you want the gold distress, 2 dozen. Most popular choice is going to be that brown snake. And I think that story of the double print on print, I mean, that's
it's a really unique technique.
Unexpected.
I think it's so fun to kind of mix different design techniques in leather, which is something that I really love to do for you. And let me show you on the brown snake, since we're loving it. Look at the handle detail here. This is all hand woven on the handles. So this is where I've taken leather and I've actually wrapped it all the way around. So that's a lot of leather.
Well, it's a work of art.
It really is. It's a very artisanal piece.
Yeah.
So you can see how, I'm just going to grab it off and switch it with this one so I can just show you a little more of the detail on the brown. So you can see the way that the handles are done. They're rolled and then they're wrapped. And then what's cool about it is that look at the flexibility on them. So they're so soft because of the way it's designed to kind of really morph into your hand to be super comfortable. The pocket on the front flaps open and you get in there nice and easily. And it's quite a large pocket. You can fit quite a bit in there. You can see the edging on this pocket is actually this rolled leather that I twisted and then kind of stitched into the framing of the flap. You have that really cute plate down the front to just make it a little feminine. Then you turn to the back, you have that deep slip pocket. I always like to give you that back slip. The shoulder strap that will allow the bag, because of the softness of the leather, you can look at the way that you can have it as a standing tote, or you can actually just drop it and it's going to naturally slouch beautifully. So that when you're wearing it on your shoulder, it has this kind of cool, casual vibe to it. It's very lightweight for the size, which is something that, again, that's very important to me because of my shoulder and neck issues. I always make sure the leathers are really lightweight. And then you have the double zipper pockets on each side as well. So you have 4 outside compartments on this bag, 2 security ones on the sides, the flap in the front,
Never noticed.
slip pocket in the back.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Gold distressed, last call.
Okay.
I am carrying the jewel tone. In the center, that's going to be your, is that our,
You've got the crimson snake.
I've got the crimson snake, and then this
The
is
jewel
our jewel
tone's
tone.
in the center, yep.
And then we have the blue snake, and then you're carrying the brown snake. So brown snake, about 3 dozen remaining. That's going to be it forever.
And then you can see the way that your little C Courtney tag is so cute with this one. And the gold distress is another one where the silver hardware is popping against the gold, which I think is so cool.
This is a very stately bag to be as fun as
It's
it
really a
is.
statement tote. But
Very
it's
much
cool because
so.
it almost like transfers to a hobo with the slouchiness of it.
Well, you're saving $106. There's no reorder, $37.40 if you want to bring it home on Easy Pay. That item number is going to be a 272323. And if